Okay, so this is it. This is the home stretch Coticule. This is my finishing stone. Use a Coticule as a finishing stone. I use a Japanese Yaginata 12K that was 400 euros from like japanstones.com, or that was like mined on a mountain besides a willow tree at exactly midnight of a full moon. This was a random Coticule I bought for like 10 euros. It is enough for me. In fact, for a long time I didn't really get into straight razors because I had the idea, oh, if you want to hone straight razors, you need like really expensive stones. When in reality you don't. You really don't. You essentially need a 1K to set the edge. You need a stone that's going to be your middle work, something that's smooth but still not like super smooth, something like a medium grit, and something like a high grit to finish it. I use 3K, I use 1K, 3K, and the Coticule. The other low grit stones are very easy to find. A scythe stone is very inexpensive, and so is a combination stone. I used the scythe stone to get the edge started, as you can see in the beginning of this series. And I used the fine side of a combination stone just to clean up the edge from the scythe stone. The scythe stone leaves a very rough edge. It's very sharp. It's always very grabby. It's very toothy. It's not what you want on a straight razor. So I used the fine side of the combination stone just to clean it up a bit. Now essentially what I'm doing here is the exact same thing I've been doing for the past 2 grits. 10 minutes. And then we should be done. Just 10 minutes. Minutes of honing, 2 minutes of laps, plus a few extras just because. Don't need to apply a lot of pressure in this phase, especially especially when you're doing the laps. Now on those low grades, yeah, you might want to apply a little bit more pressure because you really want to remove material. Carefully, you don't want to remove too much material. You can really easily overhone on those lower grade stones because they remove a lot of material very quickly. So that's why I don't really recommend spending more than 5 minutes on those low grades, which is what I did. I didn't really spend more than 5 minutes on the scythe stone, which is my coarsest stone. And I really used it because I really needed to grind in a new bevel with the stone. I'm not doing this by the book, by the millimeter. I'm not cutting my strokes, but I'm trying to spend around the same time per side, as you should. You shouldn't be doing like 30 seconds on one side and like 2 minutes on another, unless you're doing something like something that's chisel ground, like a kamisori. I think Japanese kamisori razors are chisel ground. I don't actually own one, Might be interesting to hone them, but I never really tried. Would probably just mess it up, but I would like to try it one day. I tried honing watch razors and I just failed miserably at every single one I have. Just cannot get it. Just too thick. But I noticed that this razor, I got it on the first try. Then I have to get pissed off over it, then have to fuss about, then have to spend extra time all over grids, then have to apply more pressure, change the angle, put tape, remove tape, then get frustrated. No issues, no fuss. Six minutes in, only need 2 more minutes of honing, and then I'll finish it off on laps. You can see the razor picking up a shine, which is what you want with the Coticule. And I said this razor was an excellent investment, and so was this stone. Essentially, I paid €7.50 for this razor. €7. If I saw a razor like this at a flea market for €7, I wouldn't think twice. Overall, it wasn't in that bad of a state. It has a bunch of patina, a bunch of rust, and yeah, a lot of people out there would just immediately take this to a Dremel and just polish the ever living crap out of it. But I don't, because it's not going to be exposed in a barber shop, it's not going to be exposed in a wall. It's going to go along with the others, so it can be used. Hopefully. We're almost done, so hopefully it should turn out with an excellent edge. It is looking good. It's looking very good. And I see basically everything just pointing it for it to go right. If nothing goes south, it should be golden. Now, I used to take more time because besides the side stone, I would do the coarse side of the combination stone. But I thought myself, I already did a side stone, it already went to a coarse grid. Why should it go through another? So I started just doing the fine side, just to clean up the rough, toothy edge of the side stone. So yeah, when you finish with the combination stone, that fine side, you're left with a nice bitey edge, but it just isn't as toothy. But still nice and bitey, it's still nice and sharp. And this way, when you actually get to 1K, you're already working with a sharp edge. You're already working with an edge that has somewhere to go. You're already working with an edge that's already shaving hairs. Really almost done. Okay, now laps. This has been a lot of work, but I'm sure it's going to pay off. A lot of people might be saying, oh, it's too rusty for me, it's too full of patina, it's too full of this, it's too full of that. Look, this razor is older than my father, and he's 60. It's a very old razor, very old, but very good quality steel. Very good quality steel. Really almost done. So yeah, this is one of my favorite stones. I do have a hard Arkansas. I think that's what it's called. But it's an old stone. It still produces a very keen edge. It's just super messy. If I can avoid working with oil, I do much prefer water. Okay, let's just give it like another final 30. Another 20. Almost done. Okay, and we're done. That was a lot of hard work, but it's done. Hopefully. Now it should only need this grit after a good few shaves, because I do strop and I do run it through polishing compound before each shave, so it should in theory last. But honestly, now it's really only go back to this stone. It won't need a side stone, it won't need a combination stone, it won't need 1K. Maybe it's going to need a little bit of 3K and a little bit of this stone, but it's really only going to be a refresh from now on. The edge is set and the razor is sharp. Let's try it out on some black hair. No issue. It should be fine. Now, there's only not one, but like there's still a few very important steps to finish this off. But we'll see you in the next video. We're really almost done with this razor finally. See ya.